What's up, HELLRAISERS? Welcome back to another list. Now, today's list is gonna be pretty different from any other list I've ever did. I usually don't like to make these type of videos. I've actually thought about making videos like this, maybe 2 years ago when I started my channel. But then I decided, you know what? I gotta make this list because I have a lot of movies I refuse to watch again. That's pretty much what today's list is gonna be at, and these movies are horrible. So of course I gotta explain what these movies is about. Be aware, major spoiler, but please, whatever you do, don't watch any of these movies. Now, I usually don't say things like that because I want people to experience stuff on their own. If you have seen these movies, you already know why I said what I said, because these movies are just fucked up and they just uneasy to watch. I mean, literally, 5 of these movies are just uneasy to watch. One of these movies is kind of stupid, but I'm going to try my best to explain it. You'll see when I get to it. So, without any further ado, let's go. Kicking things off with this bad boy at number 5 is a movie called The Human Centipede. Oh boy, there's at least 2 more movies. 2 on The Human Centipede, 1 and 2. I mean, 2 and 3, excuse me. But I would never watch any of these movies again. To be honest with you, to make it fair, I only started the first on Human Centipede. I never started, I watched half Human Centipede 2, never watched 3. I have no intention of watching them. But anyway, let's get back on track. Number 5, The Human Centipede. This movie tells a story about this crazy psycho dude who basically attacked people's mouth to each other's ASS, and this movie is so gross that it would literally make you want to throw up. If you do watch this movie, which I highly recommend you to don't, but if you decided that in some sick, twisted part of your brain you want to watch this movie, just know that you can't eat no food when you watch this movie. So go in this movie knowing that Tevin Johnson said, don't eat food while you're watching this movie, okay? Listen, don't eat food while you're watching this movie, because this movie will make you throw up in your own food. It's literally that gross. But, like I said, basically this psycho dude take people's mouth and attach it to another person's ASS. And whatever that person do from their behind goes into that person's mouth. And the movie is just only known for how gross it is. That's it. It's only known for being just fucking gross. And that's why whenever we watch this movie again, because it made me feel uneasy watching it. And I'm pretty sure that was the whole point of the movie, just to make you feel uneasy at times. But this movie, I don't think it was just uneasy. It just makes you feel like your whole body was just starting to get weak and you're breaking down and shit like that. This movie just fucking gross, okay? The Human Centipede will never get rewatched by this guy, ever. Number 4, we got a movie that Jordan Peele made called Us. Jordan Peele, what the fuck is this? I'm gonna try my best to explain this movie, but this movie is so fucked up, so confusing, so dumb for me, and whatever. Us tells the story about this family that goes on a road trip or something, and they trying to spend some time at this new, this little house or something that's there, and all of a sudden they started seeing people terrorizing them on their property, and they go out to confront these people, and all of a sudden these people look just like them. Spoiler, it looks just like them. And they trying to figure out why these people look like them, and these people is very strange and very chaotic and very disturbing, and they try their best to be them, try to learn how to act like them. They from the other side, so they say. But this is one of those Jordan Peele films that I did not like. I only saw the movie one time and I fucking hate it. It's dumb. I would never rewatch it again. I have no need to rewatch it again. Get Out is the only film that I like by Jordan Peele. I will be reviewing Us and his other movie called, what is that? Nope or something like that. But like I said, I will be watching it, give you a review, and then ranking all three of his movies from worst to best. But like I said, Us is just, it's not good. It's sucked for me. I don't recommend you to watch it, but if you've seen the movie, you probably do like it. A lot of people are gonna come across this video in the future and say, hey, what are you talking about? That movie's pretty good. Like I said, if you like it, you like it. Me personally, I don't like it because it's dumb and it's not enough explanation to explain what's going on, even though it's enough there for you to understand. But this is one of those movies that you have to rewatch over and over to kind of understand the movie. And then what happened at the end, where the little boy found, spoiler, where the little boy found out that his mother is not really his mother. She is the person from the other side who switched body with the real person and left the real person on the other side. And like, whatever. Let's move on. Fuck this movie. Number 3 on my list is a movie called The Exorcism or something. 1976. This is a movie I watched a little late. I think I was like 18 or 19 years old when I watched this movie for the first time. And I went so long avoiding this movie for a lot of reasons because I heard the movie was making people sick and throw up and pass out back in the day, back in 1976 when the movie first came out. And here I am watching it when I was like I said, 18 or 19 years old. And let me just tell you what the movie is about. I'll give you a little backstory on it. Anyway, the movie tells a story about this little girl named Reagan, who basically is a very typical little girl. You know, she likes to have fun. She has a very bright future. And something turned really strange when Reagan gets possessed by a demon. And what happened in this movie with this demon is actually pretty fucking hilarious. So she's trapped in her room, the bed started levitating off the floor, stuff like that. Her mother called in a priest to perform an exorcism on her daughter, and the devil is trying to avoid leaving this little girl's body, and so on and so forth. Now, a little bit of backstory on this movie. Like I said, I was like 18 or 19 years old when I first watched this movie. And there is a certain image in this movie. I'm not going to show it because I'm going to make another video on traumatizing childhood videos, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But there's a certain face that's being shown in this movie, and it kind of traumatized me a little bit. And it kind of messed my head up, and I literally had to read the Bible in order enough to get that shit out of my fucking head. And it was so traumatizing. My stepdad basically recommended this movie to me. I was like, tell me a movie that you think that people should not watch or it's very scary and disturbing. And he recommended this one. And I hated the fact that I watched this movie. I regretted it instantly. But we're going to get further details in the separate review. But yeah, like I said, The Exorcism is one of those movies that I do not recommend anybody to watch. Because if you watch this movie, it's going to fuck your head up. You'll go into that knowing that. Number 2 is a little movie that Eli Roth made. Whatever the fuck his name is. Boy, this is a movie called Hostel 1 and 2. It's a movie called Hostel 1 and 2. This is a movie that it focuses around just being gross, just for the sake of being gross. It's like this is what I call shock for shock value, where the movie goes for shock value, something to just gross you out. It has no explanation, no reason for this movie to even be this bad. Like, I mean, this is one of the movies that just make you feel uneasy. Basically, this movie tells a story about a group of college kids that go to this foreign country. And in this foreign country, there's like people there that put hits on other people. Basically get them to get their bodies removed, finger cut off, ear cut off, eye cut out. And it's just fucking gross for no inherent reason. Like I said, this could have been a good movie. Both of these movies could have been good. But the fact that they went for just growth, just for just being growth, shock value for shock value, it just makes me feel like, why is this shit here? Why? And another way to describe this movie is torture porn. So, like I said, movies like this should not be made. That's all I'm trying to say. And the last movie on this list is a little movie called Mother, starring Jennifer Lawrence. Now, let's not talk about Jennifer Lawrence because there's some controversial stuff surrounding Jennifer Lawrence. Let's just talk about the movie Mother. This movie tells a story about a mother who lives in this new house with her new husband, and she has to go through some very strange things with her husband. If you're not familiar with what this movie is about, well, let me explain it like this. This is basically a biblical movie, like a Bible movie. And basically, the house is Mother Nature and her husband is God, basically. I can't say too much. YouTube might censor this part of the video. But, yeah, so that is that. And so she has to go out throughout the entire runtime of the movie dealing with her husband acting so strange about these people that come into her house, started cleaning up, breaking walls, breaking doors, and so on and so forth. This movie is just so fucking insane that it would literally give you an anxiety attack while you watching this movie. And it literally made me feel uncomfortable. I swear, I was laying in my bed and I had to get up and close my clothes on my body because I felt so uneasy by this movie. And whatever they start to show you, whatever you feel is exactly what they want you to feel. Let me spoil this for you because this is fucked up and this is the part that made me not want to rewatch this movie again. Spoiler. There was a scene in this movie where she had her baby. And everybody in the movie thought to believe that her baby is the prophet. He is the person to save them and the nature and so on and so forth. And they go nuts. They grab the baby, take the baby all the way to the end of the house. Jennifer Lawrence running through a crowd of people trying to get to the baby. And they butcher the baby. Yeah, whatever comes to your mind when I mean they butcher the baby is exactly what they've done. That scene is so bizarre. I can't give too many details because of YouTube. But like I said, what they did to this baby, think of the word butcher. Whatever you think of, well, that's what happened. And when she gets to the end and see what they did to her baby, they started beating the shit out of her. Literally like fucking video game fighting, like Street Fighter and shit like that, beating the shit out of her. Holy shit. This movie, and I'm literally having a fucking panic attack right now because this movie is that fucked up. It's that insane. But like I said, these are 5 movies, and there's plenty other fucking movies I would never rewatch again. But these are just a small part. These top 5 movies are movies I would never rewatch again because of those reasons I just explained. If you want to know more about these movies, like I said, you can check them out for yourself. I'm pretty sure you'll find them free somewhere to watch. But like I said, don't watch these movies, people, because they're not movies for you to watch. But if you want them, like I said, you've been warned. So that's pretty much gonna wrap up today's specific video. If you want to get in touch with me, all my social media link will be in the description down below. Also, my name is Kevin Johnson and I love horror movies. And I hope to see you HELLRAISERS in the next video. So, oh, and don't forget to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on that bell notification so that way when I drop another lit video for the channel, you'll be the first one to get it. And I hope to see you HELLRAISERS in the next video. Peace.